So I'm having a look at how this circuit does the vertical deflection to try to figure out why it's not working. And it appears to be coming from this chip right here. You might not be able to see it very well. It's this little guy here. I'll read off the numbers for you. It reads off PC. Actually, it's got a mu before the PC, so mu PC 1031H. And when I pull that up, I get this circuit here. Spot anything off yet? No? Well, it appears to be a different brand, and this is an NEC brand. This is some other off-brand, but I can't find the exact data sheet for any of this other stuff. Unisonic, UTPC. Let me try that one. The thing is that this appears to be for horizontal deflection. And I've looked at the capacitor values and the resistor values, and for C8 instead of 2200 microfarad they have a 4700 microfarad capacitor. For C10 instead of 47 microfarad they have a 220 microfarad capacitor. So they've upsized the capacitors for those. There's a few others that are a bit smaller, like C7 is I think 10 microfarads instead of 22. C5 I think is like a 27 microfarad. Yeah, they've slowed it down to use it as a vertical, and I've looked over the circuit board to see if I'm making a mistake and, you know, getting the horizontal and vertical circuits mixed up. But I've compared it to what the drive coils, the deflection yoke is hooked up as, and even this coil right here, this adjustable choke, as H size on it, and it's in series with the horizontal connections that I've confirmed on there. And it is indeed true, they are using this chip for vertical deflection instead of this designated horizontal purpose. So I wonder if this chip has just failed because it was overstressed from having to handle current pulses for much longer. I actually don't know enough about TVs, these CRTs enough, but I think I remember that the vertical deflection takes less current than the horizontal, so maybe they were able to get away with it, but it was definitely not being used as its designed purpose. So I wonder if that has something to do with it. Everything else on this board seems to look mostly okay, other than that it being incredibly cheap. It is definitely a board that was built to a cost. I might even just nickname this the CRT killer board, because it's so cheap that if you feed the wrong signals into it, or if the vertical deflection dies, then you're going to burn your tube phosphor like I did. And that sucks. Because driver boards, well, if you really wanted to, you could design and make a new one and just, you know, repurpose your flyback or whatever. Tubes, that's a little bit more rare. And even though they're not even worth that much other than to us hobbyists, they're still, you know, they're no longer made and probably will never be made again. And when you have a tube that doesn't have burnt phosphor, or a little bit of burnt phosphor, and then the driver board just completely destroys it, or puts a nice pinpoint hole in the middle like mine did, it's kind of sad. Anyways, I'll continue this series later. It's getting kind of late. Thanks for watching.